1926. Where'd you say he died?
Of course, the Italians. Come. As you know, it's only a question of time. On the other hand, I hope to be speaking with people who have a basic understanding of this argument. Yes. Tom, how are we going with the perspiration?
Ready, Professor.
Good. How about a smell? Is that a human odor or an animal odor? To speak more clearly, is the pH acid or alkaline? Naturally, it's acid. Answer, as a matter of fact, 1 square centimeter of this skin has twice the number of sweat glands as this skin. And you do not need a microscope to see the limited cranial capacity and the vile wool that covers it, this low forehead, or the eyes completely lacking in any blue pigment, or the animal-like nose with its dirty, wide nostrils and the abnormally strong teeth and this almost Neanderthal jaw are all characteristics of a subhuman race, a race far inferior to our own, a race that is but another example of nature's innumerable attempts to obtain perfection. Nature loves perfection. The perfection of the European Homo sapiens, the white race, us.
Excuse us, Professor, but aren't you Jewish?
Yes, but why?
Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushua, Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. On to the Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. Just a quick show through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua. Another clip from the movie Goodbye Uncle Tom, which that movie is once again a highly recommended movie. If you have not seen it, watch it. It hits everything on a hammer and the nails. It's pretty much like a documentary. It was filmed in Haiti, I believe 1971 or 76. I can't remember. It was banned in America, but it hit a lot of things. It played a part of like a lot of historical people that was written, and the actors act like those historical people were in the events. I don't know. I forgot who this guy was. Supposed to be some scientist that was studying Jake. And you know, when you watch this whole propaganda of this Maxine, and people, they always like to bring up Tuskegee. Like Tuskegee was the only event that took place where Esau did his dirty, and that's in actuality it's not. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of, because he has always been doing some foul, evil things towards us. And one of the main things was in slavery, when he studied the human body, the human anatomy. When you go to like schools for nurses, doctors, or you just going for class for certain things, and when they show the human anatomy, and you could take the, I don't know what those things, the display that they call it, what they call them per se. I wasn't in that field, but sometimes you could take the chest out. You can see the heart, the lungs, and so forth, and you can pinpoint where this come from, that come from. When they got these ideas from was through slavery. All right, that's where they got it from. That's why I wanted to stick with this particular scripture, because it pretty much roundabout nutshell catches everything. But real quick, Job 13:4, it says, "But ye are forgers of lies." A forger is someone or blacksmith that put things together. All right, something that's forged, put something together. All right. So what Esau have done, he have put things together that is a lie. And the things that he put together that is a lie is that he cares about you, cares about your well-being. He never did you harm. It's numerous of things. This man's a liar, or he's a natural born liar. He said you are physicians of no value, because this guy's sitting there trying to tell you that so-called Negroes is less than a man, but we more superior than them in every way. And if I'm mistaken, around like the 1940s when Hitler was pushing this whole Aryan race thing, there's a German scientist before Hitler became in power that was basically breaking down the different races, and they were trying to say Jake is subhuman. Now another film that showed that was Django, and Leonardo DiCaprio's what's his name? Damn, something Candy, Mr. Candy, whatever. He was breaking down the three dimples in the human skull, and it's basically see that's what a submission. I mean, when you become more submissive from. So there's these clips in these films which actually show you that you are science projects to these people. That's the point, all right? And you always been a science project, and especially now these latter days, what they planning against you. All right, Psalm 37, I believe it's. I didn't look at it, but Psalms 37. I want to go straight to the point. Oh, there it is. Psalms 37:12. It says, "The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnash upon him with his teeth, with his power." All right, and Esau has been plotting against you from the very beginning. All right, Esau been plotting. You are public enemy number one. When the Lord turned his back on us, it was open season on us. Psalms 44 and 14 and 13. Thou makest us make us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn, and a derision to them that are round about us. Thou makest us a byword, nigger, spick. They call it what? Lower than 3/5 of a man. All right. Jigaboo, coons, all these are the bywords that they put on us, because the Lord allowed that to happen. This is part of the curses. It says, among the heathen, and shaking of the head among the people, my confusion is continually before me, and the shame of my face have covered me. For the voice of him that reproacheth and blasphemous by reason of the enemy and avenger, all this is come upon us, yet have we not forgotten thee, neither have we dealt falsely in thy covenant. And the only people that's going to come back to the covenant of Yahweh Shem Yahshua is the elect. All right? But read on, it says, our heart is not turned back, neither have our steps declined from thy way. Though there has sore broken us in the place of the dragons, and covered us with the shadow of death. I mean, come on, does it get any clearer than that? That's talking about America. All right, I believe this is David. Let me look. Corinne. So basically, they knew in the spirit something catastrophic was going to happen to us in the latter time. All right. Are we not in the shadow of death? You go to before this whole pandemic nonsense, you go to the doctor, you never know what the hell they're going to give you. All right. Your diet is terrible. Everything is around you. It's death. Everywhere you go is death. All right. Esau has been manipulating you for all these years, for centuries, telling you nothing, studying your body, studying your genes, trying to break you down mentally. He broke you down mentally. He's trying to break your body down, giving you drugs and so forth. We've been a nothing but a science project. Give us AIDS, crack, weed, all types of shit. Now they have a thing that could change your DNA, so that way your body can't your body will accept whatever they give you. All right. It says, verse 20. If we forgotten the name of our power, or stretch out our hands to a strange God, shall not the Most High search this out? For he knoweth the secrets of the heart, sorry. Yea, for thy sake are we killed all day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. And hey, are we not counted as sheep for the slaughter now? The Lord is about to let loose on Jake. 2 Ezra 15 and to the point, to 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. So, was this Saturday, before I went to camp, I was watching the news, and they was talking about Yankee Stadium, how they hosting everybody to give the vaccine. And when everybody came to get the vaccine, was majority of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And they were saying, oh, thank God, this, that, to the third. But they don't even know they're being led to the slaughter. They wanted to genocide our people for how long? Okay? And they find a strategic way of doing it willingly. You can't kill them off like you want to, but you got to kill them, let them come to you to put them to death. Ezekiel 28 and 3. It says, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There's no secret that they can hide from thee. And Daniel had the power to interpret dreams. All right? That was Daniel. Daniel had that ability. So the Lord saying, look, y'all more wiser than Daniel. Because Esau studied the human anatomy to the very micro, man. Okay? He knows how the human body goes. Especially he knows that for a fact that what Jake likes and what Jake don't like. That's why they put in the other shots, the other jabs before this thing happened, they put heavy metal into those jabs knowing that it would affect you. All right? But it would not affect them. They study everything. It says, with that wisdom and with that understanding, that has gotten thee riches, and it has gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. So the human anatomy has become a science project unto this man. And his ultimate goal now is to get to the mind of the people. And the only way he can do that is by putting a foreign object into the people. So you can control your mind, control what you know and what you do. Okay? Since I said that. Oh, matter of fact, let me go to this one real quick. I'm going to make this short. Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine. His wine is what? His philosophy, his democracy, and so forth. All right? He is proud, a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as health, and is as deaf, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. So he has the ability to have everybody that's under him, and yet he still seeks for more. Okay? Well, I should have started out there. Verse 4, it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. So Esau's soul is not lifted up or upright in him because he don't have a righteous spirit. He is death incarnated. Okay? And this is why the Lord has to destroy him. All right? Let me go back to Psalms 44. I'm going to end it off on this. Psalms 44 and I believe it's 21. Right. It says, verse 21. Psalms 44 and 21. Shall not the Most High search this out? For he knoweth the secrets of heart. Yea, for thy sake are we killed all day long, and is counted as sheep for the slaughter. Awake, why sleepest thou, O Lord? Arise and cast us not off forever. So, Corin is basically saying, look, awake, make a move, do something, because our enemies coming after us. They're trying to destroy us. I mean, how devastating, how evil it is to have people voluntarily go to you and get a shot, and then you changing their whole entire DNA system. How evil is that? Okay. It says, verse 24, why hidest thou thy face? Forgettest not our affliction and our oppression? For our soul is bowed down to the dust, our belly cleaveth unto the earth. Arise for our help, and redeem us for thy mercy's sake. Not for our sake, for the Lord's mercy. And the only is the Lord's mercy, that's how we're going to get out of this situation. So when it boiled down to it, and when we call Esau and the so-called white man the devil that the Bible speaks of, we mean it. You started something that you won't be able to finish. All right? And your ultimate goal is to actually genocide us, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Do this, but you won't. All right? You can't get rid of Israel because the Lord is about to rise up against you. And the Lord clearly said, if the great matter of fact, I'm gonna end it off on this. Jeremiah, I believe it's 33. Jeremiah 33 and I'm sorry, it's not. Is it 31? Let me see. No, it's talking about David. It should be this. Yeah, it should be the same thing. Jeremiah 33 and yeah, this is a good chapter too. All right, let me try 32. I always get these two guys mixed up. You type in sun. No, the ordinances. Let's try this. And another thing too, I must say, because I'm looking for this particular scripture I'm looking for. It's that guy so happened to be a so-called Jew, and they the ones that really started out mapping things out on us. I know it's gonna be a long shot. Like they the ones that really studied and came up with the books, talk about how we 3/5 of a man and so forth. So they have a lot to pay for, man. All around, all these nations have a lot to pay for what they did unto us. It is 31. Jeremiah 31 and 35 says, thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for light by day, and an ordinance of the moon and of the stars for light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord of hosts is his name. If those ordinances departed from before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. So the great challenge, it was set. If this man search out the sun, the moon, the stars, went to different planets, and all this, then the Lord would have destroyed Israel. It says, if those ordinances, verse 37, thus saith the Lord, if the heavens above can be measured, meaning if you could tell how deep is the heavens, you could get a measuring stick and say like how deep it is, and the foundation, and the Lord even added more to it, and the foundation of the earth, search out beneath. So if Esau went search out all the heavens, right, and get a good calculations and everything like that, or even search out the earth, right, beneath I will also cast off the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith the Lord. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the city shall be built, and the Lord, no, that was a point. So since those things cannot be done, Israel will always be there. So Esau has been trying for his damnedest to do certain things to upset this particular prophecy, which he can't. So the only thing he's left with is to destroy the minds of the souls of the nation. But then, what do we have? Yahweh Shai. And then, what did Yahweh Shai allow to happen? 144,000. So Esau, you lose. You lose all around, man. All right, you can sit there and come with all the books and shit saying that you're more superior, that you're better off, eugenics and so forth. You lose regardless, man. So with that being said, sign real quick through the spirit. Shalom to the elect of the nation, Israel. Shalom.